McDonald's brings you the morning news. Our new sizzling sausage McMuffin. A McMuffin sandwich with a sizzle in the middle.
FBI, open up!
In previous videos, we've had discussed do's and don'ts going overseas. We've talked about the issues with Brittany Griner, that she's been found guilty for drug smuggling, carrying cannabis oils into Russia. And I've said in the past, when traveling overseas, be sure you know the rules, the laws, that when you go into a country, what's in your bag doesn't get you arrested or kicked out of the country, or even fined, a big fine. Someone found out the worst way that having a McDonald's breakfast meal in his bag, well, that guy found out that his breakfast will cost him almost $2,000 fine.
Say what?
Be the most expensive McDonald's breakfast he's ever had, and probably didn't get to eat it either way. We're going to read this off the New York Post. And jokingly says, it's no fry zone. A passenger flying from Bali, Indonesia to northern Australia has been slapped with a $1,874 fine after a police dog sniffed around his bag, found 2 McMuffins and a ham croissant in his bag. The passenger's identity has not been released, had not declared the McDonald's breakfast order before arriving last week at Darwin Airport in the country's Northern Territory. This would be the most expensive macros meal the passenger's ever had, Murray Watt, Australian Minister for Agricultural, Fisheries and Forests, said in Monday's statement. The fine is twice the cost of an airfare to Bali, but I have no sympathy for people who chose to disobey Australia's strict biosecurity measures, and recent detections show you will be caught, he added. The pup named Zinta that caught the hungry passenger has been specially trained as part of Australia's government recent crackdown on imported food. Australia has eradicated foot and mouth disease and wants to ensure that it doesn't get brought back into the country through undeclared meat products, its government said. Australia is an FMD free, and we wanted to stay it that way. Watt added of the fine for the Darwin Airport passenger. Zinta was placed at the Darwin Airport as part of the Albanese government's tough new biosecurity defenses. And it's excellent to see she's already contributing to keeping the country safe. The government has committed almost $10 million to further prosecute illegal imports and stop the spread of diseases. Airports there now have sanitation foot mats. Aussie officials are particularly concerned about flights from Indonesia, where cattle are experiencing a foot and mouth disease outbreak, according to CNN. Experts say that an outbreak down under could cost the country's economy $80 billion. And like I said before, these are the things that you have to be careful. JD's ex, let's call her Mira, she's in trouble, possibly that she might have trouble with an Australian court because of the dog she tried to bring in, which she brought into the country, which was illegal, and lied to the whole situation. We've heard many other tales. There was the mice infestation. I think they still have a major mice infestation in the farmlands.
From Adelaide to Brisbane, via Melbourne and Sydney. The mice are chewing crops, electrical wires, machines, even biting patients in hospitals. And then there is the smell.
The smell is rotten.
Because a particular species of mice got into the country, and it just went bonkers to the whole situation. I mean, completely bonkers. And when, you see these situations on there, and it's the same thing and the thing about it is, this is not crazy. You think about it, it's not crazy. Spend some time at the Mexican border on there, and all the trucks that come in. Those trucks are checked. That's, it's not only with, the authorities our border patrol authorities are doing they're looking for illegal people. They're also checking, fruits, vegetables, foods that are coming in from the country, not to carry. There are insects and other things that, if they get across the border, could destroy our farmlands, which you're already seeing. You're hearing some stories about certain beetles and snails that, like Florida, they have a snail issue again. I think it's an African snail that literally does major damage to the forest, to the forestry and the farmlands. It could do major damage. And on top of that, they're literally can affect you with a poison that can make you sick. Most people don't realize that. This is the important things in border security, because border security is not only just looking for people that are illegally coming into a country. It's also protecting the country infrastructure.
This is what it looks like when the spotted lanternfly is taken over. Hundreds of thousands of them sucking the sap out of trees and vines, spraying their excrement everywhere, which then grows mold, destroying trees, crops, and property. The flies were first discovered almost 5 years ago in Berks County, Pennsylvania, and have grown outwards at a rate of 10 miles a year. They have the potential to destroy the Keystone State's wine, craft beer, wood, and apple products.
Did Australia do the right thing? Yeah. 1,800. That's pretty steep. But that person will know twice before bringing in another. I mean, are they McDonald's? I mean, is there a price differential? Yeah, I think. Well, yeah, Bali versus Australia. There probably is a price differential of McDonald's Mcmuffin on there. It's probably cheaper in Bali on there. But the thing about it is, it ain't worth it. It's not worth it bringing into the country, and then suddenly, there's hoof and mouth disease, all over again in the country. So take it for granted. Take it for granted that, you hear these things. When you're on vacation overseas, be sure to know what's in your bag. And that's the most important. Know what's in your bag, knows what's in your phone, your tablet, your laptop. Are you able to bring certain things, batteries, stuff like that? Understand the rules, and you'll have a better time on your vacation. So please comment and let me know what your thoughts are on this. Are you traveling this summer as we're on summer vacation right now? Are you traveling across? And what have you gone through visiting another country? Did you get a fine? Did you get extra checks that they're checked to make sure what you're carrying? Or what did you do to prepare to go? Did you brush up on those rules and did the right thing and said, okay, let's check up on there? So let me know in those comments. Subscribe, like, share. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you for tuning in, and bye-bye now.
McDonald's and you. And that's the morning news.